went to St. Michael's because it has lots of history, obviously, which the Star has covered for years. But the main reason was because I wanted to take a look at some of the parts of St. Michael's that are kind of out of view, and that even longtime members have told me that they weren't aware that some of this stuff was there.
Let's just do one at a time on each platform, okay?
Okay.
Now I'm hearing you good.
The bell tower is, there are two issues. One is it's noticeable when you walk up, and it's a 95 or 100-foot bell tower with these historic bells in them. The other thing is, I'm quite frankly, just from a personal standpoint, I'm kind of intrigued by bell towers and the steeples on all the churches in the county.
So right here is where the rope would have come through from the clavier
To play it, to do it manually, do the bells manually.
Yes. And you can see some of the pulleys still in them.
Oh, wow.
And there's a rope from the 50s. You know, Grace still plays their bells by hand.
Yeah, I knew that.
And this is the box for the organ. This is the air box. Okay, now from here on up, it's very important that you watch where you step.
Okay.
All right, so here we go.
And so Jody Haynie at St. Michael's said, "Yeah, come on, let's go up there." He was game for it, and which I was glad. And so the idea was let's climb up the tower and go all the way to the top. And
Now,
that's the bells are up there.
yes.
Okay.
All right, so here we have the master mechanism for the old time clock. Now they're on individual quartz clocks.
I was going to ask you how
And
did
so
you
all it needs is a power supply. But originally, this is the original.
Okay.
And so it would have been sent over to here. And here are the gears.
And what is this contraption called?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no clue. But you see the 4 rods that come out from the gears? That would have gone
To the 4 different clocks.
Yes.
So if they were synchronized.
They were synchronized together from one thing. So you see this clock right here, this clock is off kilter. It's off big time.
Okay.
The other 3 are right on. That one's off.
Why? How heavy are those?
They're pretty doggone heavy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah. But those are the original ones. These are the original clangers and dongers.
Is that what they call them? Clangers and dongers?
That's what I call it.
Okay.
Please don't.
I had no idea.
Don't make me sound any more of a hillbilly than I
I'll
already
look it
am.
up and see what the
But,
current.
But it's so cool though to see the evolution of
Yeah.
technology.
Yeah.
These were, when they brought in the mechanical devices, this is what they brought in, and then the next level is what we'll see up there in a minute. But since they got changed out, this is where they've been sitting.
Just sitting.
Yeah, yeah.
And those would have been changed out about what time period? Do you think? Ballpark.
I would say probably 56. That's just an estimate.
Sure.
Because that's when they went from the clavier to the electric keyboard that I showed you down there.
Mhm.
And that's, the electric keyboard would have sent a signal up to the actuators.
Right. Okay.
But it's just so cool that we have these original ones,
That is, yeah. I had no idea that you had those.
Yeah. All right, well, shall we?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. We're good to go.
And we exit to the right here.
All right.
Okie dokie. Yep. Holy cow. There's 12 bells, totaling 17,000 pounds. The biggest one is this one, it's middle C, and it's over 4,000 pounds.
It's middle seat?
I believe so.
Okay.
And the smallest one is about 250 pounds. And they're hanging on the original cradle.
This here?
Yes. And you can see some of the original pulleys for the ropes. And this is one of the original bell tools.
Okay.
Big, huge hand-forged wrench.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that we're gonna have to climb through a hole in the roof of one of the platforms where there wasn't a ladder. That you basically had to just kind of go up a bell and hope you didn't fall and then pull yourself up through a hole in the ceiling. But it was really cool to get up through there and to imagine those guys building that tower by hand, 127, I think, 127 years ago. So that was really cool to get up there and kind of get a vantage point of that part of Anniston that most people don't get to see.